Hey guys, welcome back to my new I always mess this up. Hey guys, I'm Maya Renee and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know if y'all are watching it, but I was watching it. And what I was watching was Ramyun Chill. And now I'm here to talk about it. Because I don't know anybody that watches it, and then I was like, I'm gonna just take this up with YouTube and the people on YouTube because I have so much to say that I want to talk about, so why not put in a video and post it? Yeah. I didn't know the episode was coming out, what was it, Tuesday night? I thought it was gonna be postponed until next Tuesday, and then I woke up this morning, Wednesday, and I was like, oh, so they did drop an episode, but I didn't even know. And I'm probably gonna try to post this video by tomorrow, aka Thursday, aka the day you're watching this, because I need to talk, I need to vent, yeah. So before we get into the video, our talk, the chat, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and let's get into the video. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first episode, I don't know how I want to take this. I'm like confused. I have so much running through my mind. I had to switch positions because this one's more comfortable. I have a lot going through my mind. Sabrina deserved a happy ending. I don't know why Dan came and asked her. Like, yeah, they had conversations, but like the night before, everybody's like, Dan and Bella, Dan and Bella, Dan and Bella. Why would she be thinking that you're gonna ask her? Why would you do that? If y'all didn't have a conversation that night, like he was mainly with the guys. I wrote them down because I had to remember their names. He was with KJ and Chunguk, talking with them, and then with Bella, like, yeah, we didn't see like behind the cameras, like when they were in like the RV and like before or after that, but his decision just kind of was a big blur. Let's talk about KJ's situation and with Bella and Tiffany. I feel like that first night, Bella never chose them. Nobody chose who was going into the Ramyun Chill room that night. It was just decided for them because of a game, right? Yeah, him and Bella made out and whatnot. I think how he handled the situation after kind of wasn't it. Like, yeah, you kiss somebody, but that doesn't mean you have to like completely like dismiss them, because she took it the wrong way and he took it a whole nother way. No conversation was made except maybe like keep it private, but like I feel like there was just so much. And then the way that they're trying to make it like he's a player, but like the whole purpose of the whole show is to get to know people. Is it not? It is. Yeah, that's what I thought. So why are they making it like he's a player when he was just trying to get to know like people? Like same with Tiffany, she was getting to know other people. So why when it was KJ it was a problem? That's what I didn't understand. I feel like they were trying to make it like he was a player, and he's really not. He's just boring. He's just so monotone and boring. Like that's just him. I don't think he was a player. Yeah. Okay, so Bella, here's how I thought like the couples were going to go. Give me a second to pull up my handy dandy because I wrote it down. I thought it was going to be Tiffany and KJ, Bella, no wait, yeah, Bella, and I thought she was going to be with Minjae. I had no idea who I thought Sonia was going to go with. None of them were for sure. It happened to be Sonia and Minjae, which I didn't see that coming until they had the lunch, and then they spent the next day together, and then they spent the next day together, and then they spent the next day together, and then they were just inseparable at that point. And nobody even tried to intervene. Like they just knew like it was those two. I feel like, I don't know what I want to say, because everyone was like, yeah, Bella's so attractive, Bella is so memorable. Why didn't any of y'all leave with Bella? I feel like people like Bella, but they didn't like Bella. You know, I feel like she was just attractive. She was not personable, but just like outgoing and just talking to everybody and getting to know everybody, which I think, and she was just really friendly and she was like cool to them and stuff because, you know, she was a rapper and she makes music, which her and KJ were supposed to like get together and make some music, but like I don't think that's gonna happen anymore because he was evil after the Ramyun Chill room. He was so rude to her. Let's just say that. But I expected Bella to leave with someone and she didn't. So now I'm just like, what's going on? What is going on? What else did I want to talk about? I feel like Bella and Dan should have went to the Ramyun Chill room on the last episode. I feel like Sabrina and Chan, their conversations don't have like substance. Like they make emoticons like with words like 2 dots, smiley face, like, and they just make noises together. Like I feel like there's really no substance, like no real conversation that goes on that we've seen. Like I feel like it was dumb to send them to the Ramyun Chill room because it's literally nothing. And half the people knew he didn't even really like Sabrina like that. And then I feel like it would have been better to send Dan and Bella just because they would actually be able to have some substance in their conversation or something. Yeah. And it's been said, but I'm just gonna reiterate it. Minjae really be giving J-Hope vibes with the way he dresses and just because his cheekbones. Yeah, that's literally it though. It's just those 2 things. I kind of find it like interesting that Changhak didn't really talk to anybody. He didn't leave with anybody. He was just Tiffany, and Tiffany wasn't even like talking to him, but he was like so like, I'm gonna stick beside her. I feel bad because like I don't feel bad, but also it was just like you couldn't see the signs. And then like I don't think he tried to talk to anybody else, and of course he left with regrets and everything. I also feel like he really didn't have enough time because everybody had already like had that night where they were singing, dancing. Dan did like 1,001 impressions, like they had that whole like moment to get to know each other, and then he had to play catch up, and there was only 2 nights, so I feel like that was really unfair. But also, what could he do? What could they do? I can't wait for them to make a season 2 with a bigger budget because I would love to see more days. Like I really want to see like things unfold. Like instead of the 5 episodes like they did, maybe a good 8 or 10. Because I feel like that would be able to tell some more. Because I feel like it was really short. Like even though the episodes were kind of long, think about like how much, I don't know, editing that went into it. And I know it was only like 3 people behind the scenes and stuff. But I feel like I think that was just my only thing with the show. Like just how short it was. I think everything else with it was perfect. I also forgot to talk about, let's get into Erica. She stressed me out the whole entire show. Like, I thought she was gonna leave alone. I did not think she was gonna leave with Chen just because of the way she was coming off to everybody. Like, we knew she didn't like Dan because she was like, I'm good. You don't gotta choose me. And he was like, I tried to choose you. She was like, it's different. And then KJ was trying to invite her to sit next to them. She kept declining. And like, she was just declining everyone. So I was just like, is she just really that bitter? Because, you know, she had that whole little moment was like, everyone's racist. People only like the white girl and the Asian girl. But like, mind you, isn't Sabrina also Asian? She's just not East Asian, but she's still Asian, and nobody really liked her. And Bella, everybody liked her. She's black. And you're mixed, so. Actually, she could be black, but like, I don't know. She looks mixed, like black and white, which I think she is. I don't know. But like, why do we have to go down? Everyone's racist. Nobody likes black women. And Bella was the most popular woman among everybody. Because she was open. Erica didn't do any of that. She was always in her phone, whatever. she didn't even try. Like, she wanted people to come to her, but she wasn't going to anybody. Like, it was just like annoying. I really enjoyed the panel in this show. Like, some other shows I'm just like, okay, there's a panel. Like, watching Singles Inferno, I'm like, okay, there's a panel, yada yada. But I thought this panel, I thought Jen, Hattie, Megan, and Terry, and David all together, I thought there was just so much life in their conversation. And I feel like a lot of the stuff they were saying, I was thinking, and they said it out loud. So I'm like talking to them through my TV, like, you know what, I thought the same thing, like this, that, talking to them through a TV, because like they're reading my mind. Like, it was just such a great panel. It was really a good little YouTube show, and I know it's just like the trial and error, because like they planned this through, but the budget wasn't big. I forgot what else they said at the end of the show. It was just a lot for them, but I think they did really well with what, like, the circumstances they were given. Because I even watched Beach on the Bed, and that was like produced in like by Jella. I thought DK TV splendid. I thought it was kind of better than Singles Inferno, but better than Beach on the Bed. And Beach on the Bed was also really short too. No substance there. It was like 5 episodes as well, whatever. I thought Tiffany was really annoying at times. She was kind of like KJ. They were both just like boring and so monotone with everything. Like, put some emotion behind what you say, just at least once. When it, like, they were running to find the car, she was like, oh, I don't know if I really want to find the card. I'm gonna lift this. Oh, it's not under there. And why was KJ looking in the fridge for so long? Like, why? I really think the people that just kind of just, I didn't even care about their whole story arc, whatever, on this whole season. Not season, on this whole like show. I didn't really care for Erica's arc, Tiffany's arc, or KJ's arc. But everybody else, I wanted to see them do good. Despite 2 of them doing good, but the one, oh wait, they all did good. But like, I thought all the other characters just had such great like characters and like personality and like how they like presented themselves and stuff. I thought they were more entertaining than those 3 that I just named, which is Erica, what did I just say? Erica, KJ, and Tiffany. They were just like, why are they here then? Because they were just, it was just upsetting. They were upsetting me, yeah. But I think my favorite characters were Bella, of course, Minjae, and Sabrina. I think I really enjoyed watching those 3 on this show. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go through and say something about every character now in their story arc, whatever. So first we have Tiffany. I just didn't really like her throughout the whole thing because she was just so like bland. Her and KJ, they were just so bland. Like in the beginning, she's like, oh, I don't really like anybody. Oh, I don't like guys that look better than me. Girl, what? He's so much whiter than me. I don't know. And then throughout the entire show, like nobody really knew until like the last like 2 nights where they were like, okay, Tiffany and KJ. Next we have Sonia. Sonia, she didn't really come up much, but she is the drama. She is the gossip. She was spilling everyone's beans all the time, especially that last night with Minjae. She spilled everyone's beans. But I didn't like Sonia at first because I thought she was going to be like one of those like judgmental, not judgmental, but I don't know. I just didn't like her personality at first. And then like somebody, I think it was Terry who said it, she's one of those people that you won't like until you get to know them. I feel like that was me with her. I was just like, oh, Sonia. But then as we kept progressing, I was like, Sonia. Girl has body. That's all I'm gonna say. But I like to see how her and Minjae progressed. It was cute. And then when they kissed, Yeah, go you. She got her little kiss. I liked how their story played out. I thought it was really well. And the last night, he was just nervous to come say, "Do you want to Ramyun Chill with me?" He was like, shook hands with Bella. I thought he was about to shake hands with her. I was like, why are we shaking hands? Give her a hug or something. But then I saw the and the little, you know, snatched her away from Bella, as you should. Next, I'm gonna say some words about Erica. I also didn't like her. I thought she was really like, I genuinely thought she was annoying because I always get picked on the outside. Men always like me. Nobody here likes me. Everyone here just likes whiter women. I mean, she's literally a lighter skinned person, which, baby, what? Like, yeah, East Asian men, maybe, I'm only saying what I heard, tend to go more for whiter skin, like Asians and white people. But she was a lighter person of color, so like she probably would have been favorable too. But she was just complaining so much and just rejecting everybody, and then got rejected and was like, oh, I don't even want to try anymore, I want to go home. I was just like, leave then, please, be my guest. It's not my show, but yeah. And then the whole like conversation at the table where she was like, nobody's picking me. Meanwhile, she got picked for lunch. Dan tried to pick her twice and she rejected him both times. But I just thought like she didn't need to say nobody really likes me, nobody's really picking me, because she did get picked. She was liked. She just has a bad attitude about a lot of stuff. But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there because I could say so much stuff about Erica because she really, her, like I said, her, Tiffany, and KJ really just grinded my gear. They just, yeah. I think Sabrina was the one who didn't speak Korean at all. I think it was her. I really wanted, I liked Sabrina, but also she had personality, but like, I don't think she was really trying anything. Like, I think she was just really playful and like sarcastic all the time. And just, she was so unserious about everything. And I think that's why a lot of people didn't gravitate towards her. KJ, for example, because he's such a serious person, but she was just so unserious all the time. Like, she forgot what being serious was. Like, it just wasn't in her personality to ever be serious. She was never serious. And I was just like, girl, you have to get serious sometimes. You're an adult and this is a dating show. Like, you're here to find a match. You're here to be serious sometimes, but also unserious at times. But she was just unserious all the time. And I was just like, but still, I liked her. Other than the unserious stuff, because that was kind of made me mad at times. Like when she went to the Ramyun Chill room with Chan, she was just so unserious about everything. That kind of made me mad. Not even kind of, I was really mad. I was just like, they wasted a Ramyun Chill night. And then they invited everybody, so I was just like, okay. It was so pointless. Like, they could have gave it to somebody else. Even she wasn't expecting it. And you know what? She had the right to. I really liked Bella. I thought she deserved a better arc. You know what? I might join Kickstarter just to get Bella back on the show because she deserves better. Yeah. I know CC less than 3. I think she's trying to get on the show. And I feel like the producers might choose her too. And that's just another black girl that likes... Never mind. It's just another black girl who, she lives in Korea and she speaks Korean, I'm pretty sure. I watch her videos sometimes. But yeah, I've just seen that she uploaded a video and she was like, people are trying to get me on the show. And I can see why. But back to Bella. We're supposed to be talking about... I really like Bella. I thought she was a cool, like, person to have on the show. She was so real, open and honest with everyone. And she was like... I keep wanting to say personal about her, but I don't know if she was personable, and she was not vulnerable really, but I thought she was really interesting to have on the show. Also being a black person, you know, they had to put a black person on the show. But I thought she was just such a good addition to the cast, seeing how they respond to her being black and all this stuff. And even though she left alone, I think she deserves better, and I hope she comes back on the show. But like, damn. Okay, Min-jae. When the show first started, Min-jae was he was my favorite. He was so funny and just like, he was a character. Like even when he did the dance for what is that song with Psy and Suga? It's that him doing the dance and forgetting it but doing it. I think he was just such a character. He was funny. He reminded everyone of J-Hope because of the way he dresses and because I said his cheekbones. It's his smile, because J-Hope also has really high cheekbones and whatnot. But I thought he was just such a good addition on this show. He was so precious. No, he wasn't as precious as Chen though. But I liked Min-jae. I thought it was gonna end up with Bella at first. I don't even know why I thought that, but I did. And then he had that, you know, that lunch with Sonya, and I was like, yeah, they're gonna be together. But honestly, I thought Sonya was gonna branch out to other people, and she just did it. And I was like, oh, she found her man, and nobody else is about to take him. They stayed together, attached at the hip the whole time, and good for them. That means the show was a success. Like they got a person from, what is she, from Texas, and a person from Korea to match and fall in love. I think she said she's from Texas. Either way, she's from America. Kyojin, he was bland, he was boring, he wasn't a player. He's just weird. Like, I don't know what was up with him. He was just weird. But he was also one track mind. Like, he also only had eyes on Tiffany. Bella was just there to have fun with for the night. And then after that, he was like, okay, don't get any wrong ideas. I'm gonna ignore you now and not tell you. He was kind of rude. That was really rude, because like, I feel like there should have been conversation. Like, yeah, like Bella said, there should have been a conversation that happened between them, but there just wasn't. He was just so annoying at times, like, because he was like, he's the total opposite of Sabrina. He was just so serious all the time. And yeah, and you know what, Bella, you missed a bullet. Also with Dan, you missed a bullet, because that man didn't know what he wanted. I felt bad for Chunghak, because I feel like he's just super shy and just passive aggressive. Not passive aggressive, just passive and shy. And he didn't really make effort to talk to anybody really but Tiffany, because Tiffany, I don't even think she was the only one that spoke Korean, but like, she was just really well with Korean, because even Bella spoke Korean at times, but he was just, I don't think he got enough camera time either. Like, there's really not much you can say about him. Like, he appeared here and there. Listen, when he rejected Erica, I was just like, oop. Erica been rejecting people left and right, so maybe this was her wake-up call. Humbled her real fast, and that's why she got mad at everybody and said nobody likes me. He humbled her real fast, because she's thinking everybody always likes me, I'm so likable, this, that, and the third. And that's why I like Chunghak. He humbled a girl real fast. But yeah, there's really not much you can say about him. He doesn't appear much. I honestly wish he had a better arc. Because he came in late, which I still think was unfair, thinking about how short the show was. And everything they did the first night with the introductions, the first, like, your first, like, thought of what you thought of each other, and then the talent show thing. I feel like that was the best opportunity for people to get to know each other. And then they didn't do anything else like that after he got there. Like, he was playing catch up basically. Even though he had a one-track mind, he was still basically playing catch up. And I'm glad he acknowledged at the end of the show that he wishes he would have, like, tried harder. Because you know what? I wish that too. Because he really didn't try. Yeah. And yeah, he just didn't try. He also didn't have camera time because he just wasn't trying. He was just like doing nothing. So like, why would they put that on the show if he's just doing nothing? Because it's not entertaining to like the audience like us. But yeah, I thought Chen was so precious. I didn't think he would leave with anybody, but you know what, I'm glad he did. I thought he wouldn't because, but like he built a character at some point, like during the chicken fight where he was like, no power, only skill. I thought that was where he really shined through and became like seen by everybody. Cause like the first episode I was like, oh, Chan, like him and Sabrina talk, but it's really like no substance. But like, I don't know, I feel like him and Bella also talked, but it was just like, I don't know, I haven't seen him actually talk to somebody and it be of substance. And they didn't show us him talking to Erica like ever, so they probably had like really good conversations, which is why he picked her ultimately, but like we never got to see that. So I'm just kind of like bummed out at that, like seeing that story like build and that relationship and stuff like that. But Chen, he became one of my favorites by the end. Yeah, like I said, my favorites were Chen, Minjae. It might just be those two, because I said Changhak, but he really wasn't like given a chance on screen much. He's just so back in the background, kind of. But Minjae and Chen, yeah. Last but not least, we have Dan. I found Dan so annoying when he first came on. He just seemed so cocky, but he was like doing all those impressions, and I was like, okay, we get it. You can do an impression of rappers. He just kept going and kept going. And I feel like that's just the way they edited it, but also it really felt like he was just going and going and going. I was like, okay. And then when he had the sunglasses on as he was first coming and nobody else did but him, I was like, okay. And then he was the one to, I was just like, okay. But I don't know. I started to like him and then I started to unlike, I don't know. I just had an off and on with like Dan because he was just so annoying. But at times I was like, oh, maybe he's not that bad. And then he would do something and I was like, maybe he is that bad. I can't decide if I like him, but right now in this moment, it's a no for my dog. It's a no for me. He just did too much. I'm sorry for that. He was just doing too much and it was making me mad. Like every time he had to choose something, it was just that long pause or, can you appeal? Can I ask him to appeal? Like fur from my sweater keeps coming off. Yeah, it was just he lived for drama that wasn't even drama. It was just Dan, and I was just like, maybe stop being Dan for a second, be Nad, please. But yeah, that's it. I also just want to say I like how the Ramyun Chill, I love how nobody actually ate the ramen. It was just there. They ate the wine and cheese, but nobody ate the ramen. Let it be me. I'm eating the ramen. That's just me though. Listen, when it comes to a meal, I'm gonna have it. Don't ever have to ask me twice. But I think it's so funny that nobody actually ate the ramen. So I'm just like, what was the point? They ate it for the group sessions, but like nobody actually ate it for the Ramyun and Chill room. And I was like, I want just one person to eat it. No. I also thought, speaking on the Ramyun and Chill room, I thought it was interesting that Bella and KJ did kiss. I thought it was irrelevant that Bella and Chen went to the Ramyun and Chill room along with Sabrina and Chen. And I thought it was interesting. Actually, I thought it was annoying that Changhak and Tiffany went to the room and they were only there for an hour and left because she wanted to be part of the party. Like, that's kind of I feel like he was being too like, okay, I'll just let you have fun, and she was being too, yeah, I don't want to be here anyways. That was weird. The Ramyun Chill room, I feel like there could have been better use of it, and nobody's using it to the best of its ability. And I'm not talking about boom boom, I'm talking about just talking, eating the ramen. Yeah, I think the only people who used it correctly was Minjae, and I keep forgetting their names, even though I just literally got done with the show. Minjae and Sonia. Yeah. I'm gonna end it here because I can go on for this show forever, but that's just some of my thoughts. Okay, so that is the end of this talk with me, because I need a second season like right now, because I'm getting upset that there's no more episodes. Like, I need something more. But that is all for this video. Until next time. Yeah.
When the sky is blue, I'm a pink 420.